Hey, welcome back. It's Jason Walter here. A new housing report was just released a few days ago, and overall this is bad news for home buyers, but great news for homeowners looking to sell. So in today's housing market update, I'm going to be sharing all the details with you. Also, stick to the end of this video because I'm going to be showing how each region in the US fared because there's some very big differences there. I'm also going to be sharing a mortgage update with you because rates have increased lately. And before that, please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate that. And also consider subscribing if you haven't done so already because I post videos about how this pandemic is affecting our real estate market. And I really enjoy making these videos for you, even though YouTube is definitely not my full-time job. Also, don't forget to get your free stocks, compliments of WeBull, when you click on the link in the description below and deposit $100 on their platform. One of those stocks could be valued up to $1,600, and that promotion's running for a limited time. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into the video. So it was just announced a few days ago that existing home sales in the US increased for the second consecutive month. Home sales increased only 0.6% from the previous month, but surged a whopping 23.7% from 1 year ago. So take a look at this graphic here, which shows US home sales for seasonally adjusted rates. Sales fell off a cliff from March to May last year when this pandemic hit. However, they have shot through the roof from May through October of last year. Home sales by price range in the US also varied quite a bit. So take a look at this graphic here. These are percent changes by price range compared to 1 year ago. So what do you see here? Well, here's what I see. Home prices under $250,000, especially under $100,000, have absolutely plunged. I'm guessing the main cause for this is due to home prices on average increasing to levels above $250,000. But take a look at houses over $750,000. There's been a 66% increase in homes sold in the $750,000 to $1 million range, and almost a 77% increase of homes over $1 million. This goes to show that more or less we've had a K-shaped recovery because some Americans have been more adversely affected by this pandemic than others. One of the things I found very interesting in this report from the National Association of Realtors is that when you look at each major region in the US, home sales varied greatly on a month-to-month basis. However, when you look on a year-over-year basis, home sales across all major regions have absolutely skyrocketed. I'll share details regarding this here in just a little bit, but home sales in the US would have been greater in January if we had more houses available for sale. So total housing inventory was actually down 25.7% from 1 year ago, and this marks 20 straight months of year-over-year declines. So take a look at this. So in January 2020, there was 1.4 million homes available for sale in the US. Compare that to last month in January 2021, there was only 1.04 million, so about 400,000 less houses available for sale. The lack of houses for sale is causing bidding wars in many parts of the country, as many of you have commented on my YouTube channels, right? This is causing homes to sell very quickly. So homes were listed for sale for only 21 days in January on average, before the home seller accepted an offer from a home buyer. That's more than twice as fast as a year ago when it took 43 days to sell a house. So 71% of the homes sold in January 2021 were on the market for less than a month. Okay, let's talk about home prices. So the median price of an existing home, meaning not a brand new house, increased 14.1% to $303,900. That's up from January 2020 when the median price was only $266,300. And because I'm super nerdy and spend way too much time researching home stats for you, January's median home price of $303,900 that was set last month is about $9,000 less than the record that was set in October 2020 when the median home price in the US was $313,000. And if you watched my video from a couple of days ago, I gave you a California housing market update for January 2021. And I reported there that the median home price in California was $700,000. So that's currently 2 times the national average. We definitely pay to live in California, but it's hard to beat the beauty of this state. Going back to this report from the National Association of Realtors, here's something I found very interesting because I'm seeing a lot of misinformation out there in the YouTube world, because some people are reporting that first-time home buyers are getting absolutely hammered right now. They're not buying houses, but based on the data that we have, that's not really true. So let's talk about that. According to the National Association of Realtors, first-time homebuyer activity is more or less the same as it was 1 year ago. So first-time homebuyers were responsible for 33% of the sales in January 2021, and that's about equal to January 2020 when that figure was 32%. Okay, let's hit the pause button here real quick. So as you guys know, I report real estate market updates almost on a daily basis, but I don't report real estate market news based on what I feel is happening in our market, right? Instead, I'm almost always going to report what's going on in a real estate market straight from the source whenever possible. And maybe that's a CPA in me, but it's just my intent on this channel to give you the most accurate information available in a timely manner so you can be more informed about what's happening in a real estate market today. In any case, going back to this report, individual investors or second home buyers purchased 15% of the homes in January, and that was relatively unchanged from the previous year. Same goes for all cash sales, which account for only about 19% of all sales. And of course, I don't even know if it's worth mentioning here, but distressed sales, which are defined by short sales and foreclosures, were basically non-existent, representing less than 1% of all sales in January. Of course, no big surprises there because we've had these foreclosure moratoriums for months now. And I actually made a video about that. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave a link up here and also in the description below for that video. Okay, as promised, let's have a look at home sales and home prices in each of the 4 major regions in the US because there's some very big differences here. Compared to December 2020, home sales in January 2021 fell in the Northeast by 2.2%, increased 1.9% in the Midwest, and 3.2% in the South. However, they fell in the West by 4.4%. However, when you compare home sales to a year ago, they increased in all 4 regions by more than 20%. The median price increased on a year-over-year basis by more than 14% in all major regions across the US. Okay, changing gears slightly, let me give you a mortgage update. So according to the Mortgage Bankers Association, or the MBA, mortgage applications for brand new houses increased 18.9% compared to 1 year ago. Many of you have been asking me what type of loans are home buyers using right now in order to buy houses, right? So according to the MBA, by product loan type for new home purchases, conventional loans made up of 72% of all loan applications, FHA around 16%, USDA loans compose only 0.9%, and VA loans compose only 10.3%. Overall, mortgage applications in the US decreased 5.1% from a week ago, but the unadjusted purchase index was 15% higher than the same week 1 year ago. Part of this weekly decrease is probably due to the rise of interest rates lately. Joel Kahn, who is the Associate Vice President of the MBA, stated the following. He said, expectations of faster economic growth and inflation continue to push treasury yields and mortgage rates higher. That's something that I alluded to in my last video here, right? So since hitting a survey low in December, the 30-year fixed rate has slowly risen and last week climbed to its highest level since November 2020. So right now, the average 30-year fixed rate mortgage is currently set at 2.98%. However, that's not far off the record low of around 2.7%. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks, compliments of WeBull, link below for that. And also hit the like button if you enjoyed watching this video. And also consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. You also can follow me on Instagram. I'm Sacramento Realtor. Hope you have an awesome day and look forward to seeing you on the next video.